What are you doing in my swamp?
Hello everybody, this is Overboy, and I'm going to be doing my review for the 2024 movie Love Lies Bleeding. So in this movie, reclusive gym manager Lou falls hard for Jackie, an ambitious bodybuilder headed through town to Las Vegas in pursuit of her dream. But their love ignites violence, pulling them deep into the web of Lou's criminal family. This movie is pretty good. I thought it was a pretty good crime drama, and I think it has a story that's pretty well written and engaging from start to finish. Kristen Stewart is amazing here as Lou, and she really gives a great performance here, and her chemistry with Katie O'Brien, who plays Jackie, is really good too. She's the bodybuilder that's like really ripped and everything. But she's really likable too. She's a likable character, and they have great chemistry together and everything. They work really, really good together. Now I think the rest of the supporting cast are pretty good in here too, especially Ed Harris, who plays Lou's father, and everything. He's got a lot of character build up to him. He's kind of a creepy character and everything, and Ed Harris he's really good at playing bad guys and stuff, and I think he was really good in this movie and everything. And then also you have Dave Franco in here, and Gina Maloney. Both of them are really good too. Neither one of them are big roles in the movie, or they don't have a lot to do in the movie. They don't have a lot of screen time, but their roles are pretty significant to the story and everything, especially Dave Franco. He's barely in the movie, but his character really drives the story forward and everything, and you couldn't really have the movie without him, and I thought he was pretty good in here in the little bit that we did get him. He's pretty creepy, and I've seen James Franco play creepy characters and stuff, but I've never seen Dave Franco do it, so it's kind of cool to see him play someone other than just a comedic character. Like, I'm used to seeing him in comedies and stuff, so I thought it was cool getting to see him in this movie. He was kind of campy and stuff, but you could tell he was trying to be really good in here, and I thought he did a good job. I think the pacing is pretty good in this movie too. Like, this movie's 2 hours, and it did not feel like it at all. It just completely went by really fast and everything. I'd say maybe the first 10 minutes are just a tiny bit slow and everything, but I wouldn't even say they're that slow though. The movie picks up, and once it gets going, it doesn't slow down and everything, and it took a lot of different twists and turns and everything, and I like how intense it feels too. Like, you feel this sense of dread throughout the whole movie, that something bad is about to happen, and when it does happen, it gets crazy and stuff, and then you don't really know where things are going to go and everything. It keeps you on the edge, trying to guess how things are going to end and everything, and I thought that was pretty well done and stuff too. I will say that I'm not for sure how I feel about the ending though and everything. I felt like they could have done a little bit more with that, but I also kind of feel like this movie could have set itself up to have a potential sequel, so we'll see and everything. I think the characters are really likable in here, especially Lou and Jackie. I think they're both really great characters and everything, but Lou especially is really great. And Kristen Stewart is an actress that I've always thought was very underrated and everything. Everyone always judges her off of Twilight and everything, and you say that Kristen Stewart's a great actress, 9 times out of 10 you're going to get made fun of on the internet just for even considering that she's a good actress, and which is really sad, because I feel like she has proven herself a lot over the years, just like Robert Pattinson has, but she doesn't ever get credit and stuff, and I thought she was great in this movie and everything. And I think the chemistry between the two lead actresses, her and Katie O'Brien, is really good though. They work really great together and everything, and they make a good couple and stuff, and it makes you want to see them succeed in everything that they're trying to do and everything. And a lot of the stuff that does happen here is the characters are kind of in the wrong for and stuff, but at the same time you can understand their motivations and why they do some of the stuff they do in here and everything, and especially like Jackie, her character does something that really drives the story forward and stuff, and I'm not saying she was right, but I do understand why she did it and everything, and it gets kind of brutal and stuff. This is an A24 movie as well, so you kind of can expect that too, that it's going to be a little bit weird, but brutal and stuff at times too, and I wouldn't say this is one of their most thought-provoking movies, but it is pretty good though. And I really enjoyed it for the most part. I do kind of wish they would have done a little bit more with the ending and stuff, and I do kind of wish this was a little bit more of an action movie, like the way the posters and stuff looked and everything. I thought this was going to be like an action movie and everything, like an action thriller crime movie type thing, but it really wasn't. It was more of a slow-paced crime drama, but I think that it still worked really good. It wasn't what I expected, but I still was really entertained by it and everything. And I gotta say, it's a pretty big surprise for me. I did not know anything about this movie going into it, except that the main character was a bodybuilder and Kristen Stewart was in it. That's all I knew about this movie and everything. I didn't know what I was getting into, and I gotta say, I was very impressed with what I got and everything. It's a really entertaining movie, and it was one of those movies that just kind of came out of left field. It's playing at the movie theater that I work at, and it's been out a couple weeks, so I was like, I might as well go catch it while I can see it and stuff. And I'm glad I watched it. It was worth it and everything. It's just a good time and everything. It's not anything super special, not a groundbreaking masterpiece or anything like that, but it's a really good story and a good movie and everything. And it feels like a fun throwback to the crime thrillers of the 80s and early 90s and stuff. I'd say I'd give Love Lies Bleeding a 8 out of 10. It's a really enjoyable movie, and I actually do hope we get more. This is actually one that I actually kind of hope we get a sequel to see what happens with the characters next, because I don't feel like the ending was very satisfying. You know, I feel like they kind of left it where they left it where it really should have been starting to pick up and everything. And I was shocked at, like, when it ended. I was like, it feels like there should have at least been another 25 to 30 minutes left of this movie and everything. Like, I honestly felt like the movie went by a little bit too fast and everything. So the pacing is really good, but it's also kind of feels like it could have been better and stuff. But the ending was pretty good, and it's a good enough movie. I hope we do get a sequel though, because I do want to see what happens with these characters next and everything. I don't know if we will. I don't even know if there's even discussions about a sequel, but I would like to see what they do with them if they do make one and everything. But this was a pretty good movie and everything. So anyway, let me know in the comments what you think of Love Lies Bleeding, and hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.